Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Another episode of Trash Talk. I'm TJ O'Connor. With me, as always, Damian the Wolverine Hill. Trash Talk is joined tonight by Mr. Fantastic, Josh Clark, who's attempting at a world record here next weekend, as well as a fight coming up May 3rd. But first, Trash Talk is brought to you by our sponsors, Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Ink Shrinks Tattoo, Origin Wellness CBD, Spartan Martial Arts, The Striking Institute, James Clark Sports Psychology and Hypnosis Therapy, The Fighters, my mom. Josh, how you doing tonight, boss?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
And I'm doing good too, dude. I'm falling more and more in love with TJ's mom every single day. And I'm just dude, I'm on cloud nine.
It's a beautiful thing to hear. Gotta make sure the sponsors are always happy. Josh, so talking with you a little bit, appreciate taking time to talk with us. Like I kind of mentioned at the top here, you got a couple exciting things coming up here in the next month. You might as well keep it in chronological order here and go with what's first. For the fans that aren't aware, living under a rock, haven't seen the post going out, explain to them what's going down next Saturday, April 11th.
Yeah, so next Saturday, April 11th, so my dad's broken over 30 world records before, and he still holds about a dozen still, but I'm doing this world record. It's going to be the most sit-ups in 5 minutes. So that's the world record I'm trying to beat. And that's going to be April 11th, next Saturday. It'll be at 4 p.m. But so get people there to like film, do stuff or whatever, just to kind of like make sure it's credible. Try to have like the news release come out. If not, like videotape it, send it to the news release, and get it published. But I'm doing this as a fundraiser to raise money for the gym. So like all the money that I get from this donations and fundraising on my GoFundMe page that I posted, all the money goes back to the gym. So it helps with like expenses, keeping the doors open, like getting new equipment, new gear, things that people need at the gym.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I love that, you know, and one of the things is your dad having so many world records, and all of his world records and shit. I'm gonna start this over. Your dad has a lot of world records in like sit-ups and push-ups and things like that. And I think the last sit-up record he broke was the sit-up record with 50-pound weight on his chest. Is yours gonna require any weight, or is it just the fastest sit-ups in that amount of time, period, and that's it?
Yeah, it's the most sit-ups in that 5-minute period without any weight, just my body. That's it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the current record?
The current record is 268. So 268 sit-ups in 5 minutes.
So you got to do 269 or 268 and a half sit-ups. do they count halves or do
I think they just count.
It has to be a full sit-up.
Full sit-up, I think. Yeah, they don't count halves.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like I knew the answer to that question when I asked it, but I still felt like I had to ask it. You know what I mean? Now is this one of those things where it's your dad inspired you to go for this world, or is this a record that he has currently? Is basically what I'm trying to say. Are you going after one of his records, or are you going after just a record, and was his records something that inspired you to do it? Boom.
There you go. Yeah, so the answering that question, this is not one of my dad's records. He has other records and sit-ups. This one is a record he doesn't have. So the most in 5 minutes. My dad has done like the most in 24 hours, the most in an hour, and other ones like that, and then the 50-pound chest. But like this is a different one that he doesn't have. But so I'm gonna try to break this one to start off with. But growing up with my dad, because I've seen him break world records when I was a little kid. So like there's one he did, a couple he did in Ecuador. I was like a little kid seeing him do it, and I remember going on stage one time as like pretty much a baby, you know, like on there, like I was like 4 or 5 years old, and then I've seen him break a few other ones, you know, last 10 years, but like. I don't know. It was something that inspired me, just like when how he, you know, he inspired me to get into the fight game. You know, just growing up around it. When he opened up a gym, you know, he didn't force me to do any of it. He just, you know, he suggested and you know said, you know, you should try it. But I'm the one that like said, Dad, I want to fight. Dad, I want to do this, and then he just supported it. You know, so.
Yeah, just being around him, picking up that energy. That just what I was going to get to there is you were talking about how Damian brought up the records your dad has, and you know you get to be around him, and it's a different scenario. So, what have you picked up from him going into this attempt, and what is the training like for the average person that doesn't understand to plan on doing 269 plus sit-ups in under 5 minutes?
Well, I've seen my dad train how he done his sit-ups like in the past before, or his world record. So like training for this one, I like my dad would have me, you know, have like dumbbells with me and then try to crank out as many sit-ups in a couple minutes with dumbbells, you know, just to kind of, you know, having a heavier weight on me. And then so when I take the weights off, I'm faster that way. And then just try, and then I tried to attempt to break the record before. And then, you know, on my previous attempt I did a couple weeks ago, I was able to get past 269. So after after I already had it, you know, I was like, all right, well now I for sure know I can do it. Especially, you know, by the time it's the, you know, time to break the record, like in, you know, public or when it's time to break the record on April 11th, you know, I'll have that adrenaline going in my system, you know, I'll be ready. And then people are going to be there. So, I mean, I think, you know, they'll just give me an extra boost. I think I'll be able to get crank out more numbers than I did in my trial run, I guess, or practice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's unofficially official. I mean, at least in your mind, you already have broken the record, and that's unofficially, and you have an opportunity to make it official. You know, your dad has spoke with me. I mean, I know your dad personally. I know you personally, and whatever. It is what it is. Your dad has spoken with me multiple times about how I mean, and he also is running a sports psychology and hypnosis therapy clinic right now, and it's one of those things, not necessarily he was being hypnotized when he was going for his world records, but a lot of his records are endurance based. And he was telling me how he would try to get into a meditation mode and try to hypnotize himself and give himself some extra self-belief or things like that. Is this one of those things where you already believed in yourself and you were capable of doing, or is this one of those things that you started to, or you've been meditating on for a while, or had your dad's help meditating on leading up to this? Or yeah, I said it right.
Yeah, I catch it. No, but it's a little bit of both, to be honest. Like I have the belief and confidence in myself, but I mean, like, I mean, I'm very grateful for my dad to be able to hypnotize me from, you know, I mean, I'm open about it. Like it's not a secret, you know. I'm like, you know, so you can't discuss patience, but I mean, I'm a patient. I'm discussing it. So like, I mean, like I'm even thinking about like writing something about the things my dad has done, like all the things he's helped me with. I mean, doing this record is going to be a lot of it's going to be physical, but you know, it's like a fight. You know, a lot of it's physical, but you know, a lot of it's mental too. Going into a fight, preparing mentally. You know, like you're fighting your battle first before you even get in there. So going into this world record, I have the confidence in myself. I have to train for it physically, but I'm also training my mind at the same time. Being able to like just kind of block out the pain, not think about it, just kind of keep cranking out those numbers when I'm doing those sit-ups and just gonna keep going, kind of going in that good, like kind of a happy place, I guess. So I'm not, you know, I'm not feeling the pain, you know, I'm not thinking, you know, this world in a way is not real. So like same things my dad has taught me. I mean, I'm using those things. So, and it's just for this record too, you know, even for fighting, translates into a lot of things in my life.
Man, I wish Jim was here right now so I could have him explain to the audience what you mean when you say this world isn't real. But that's another episode.
Yeah.
And TJ, I know you guys.
Yeah, no, that's another episode. I feel like that could be an hour-long episode if we let Jim go into it a little bit. But Josh, I
Just
mean,
an
a lot of
hour.
excitement with this. Being able to have that mental, like you said, it's going to be something to where that last minute, maybe that last 100 sit-ups, that's where the mental aspect is going to play into it, and being prepared physically and mentally, knowing that you've previously broken the record. I mean, I'm excited for you to see this happen, and see it become officially official, as Damon so eloquently put it. Just moving forward here a little bit, because after the April 11th, you're going to get right back into it. This isn't something to where you get to go eat a bunch of chocolate Easter eggs the next day. You have something lined up on May 3rd. Tell us a little bit first about the emotional whirlwind, which was the last month, taking a fight on extremely short notice and having it being pulled out on less notice because of the current COVID pandemic, and then being able to book another fight so soon against someone that is going to show up and try to fight you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm excited. I've been trying to look for, look for a fight. My last MMA fight was back September. I did a couple college wrestling tournaments in November, and then I was helping coach my wrestling team. So I've been active. I've been training, and then right now, because of the current issue, I had to adapt my training. Like going for runs, doing things at home, But like I don't know, I've been ready for the fight. It was once this COVID thing happened, I was pretty upset because I was looking forward to go getting a fight. I mean, even though it's been a little bit of time since I fought. It's been a few years since I've just boxed. I was supposed to have a boxing match in that at uppercut
Yeah.
uppercut gym. So it's been a few years since I boxed. I've been focusing on wrestling and MMA stuff, but I was excited. But then all of a sudden, took the fight on short notice, feeling good about it. It was against a good opponent, but then it got canceled. So I was pretty kind of bummed out about it. But I know for me, I think everything happens for a reason. As long as I'm training and just keep pushing forward. I mean, that's all I can do really. I mean, it's part of the game. So I mean, adapt to things. But I'm excited about this fight coming up. So Steve stepped up, wanted to fight me. So I'm like, all right, let's get it. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm excited to have another pre-fight interview with you before that fight specifically. And one last question before T-Gay wraps it up for us tonight. How has training for this sit-up record translated into training for this fight?
I think it's going to translate pretty well. I mean, I don't, I've been doing some more conditioning type of stuff, more endurance type of stuff, which I think will translate well in my fighting. So I've been going on runs, doing things at home because current gyms are shut down. So I've been focusing on more on my mental side, focusing on getting those mental reps, I guess. So I mean, I think my endurance will be good. I've been lifting. I've been trying to get stronger, trying to get a little bit bigger. So the fight will be at 135 with a 2-pound allowance. So I'm going up from 125 to 137 technically. So I've been trying to trying to be stronger at that weight because the guy fights at that weight class. So, but I think it'll translate well. I mean, I don't really believe in ring rust as long as you keep training, keep working. I mean, you got to get in there and fight. It's all mental, pretty much.
Man, couldn't have said it any better. And getting in there, letting it all hang loose. Before we do wrap this up, I was looking for the other guy Damien mentioned. I think he left, so I'll just go ahead and wrap the show up here tonight. But I want to give you an opportunity, open platform, just to thank any teammates, sponsors, anything like that. The floor is yours, Mr. Clark.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for the interview. I want to thank my dad just for telling me train. It's kind of nice having your dad as a coach. So when gyms are shut down, I get to train with him, and then training for this record. Kind of going under his wing about different stuff and learning from him a lot. And then just want to thank my gym, Valhalla Combat Sports, my dad, all my teammates at Valhalla. I want to thank my sponsors, the gym sponsors, Max Nutrition, Ink Strings Tattoo, Origin Wellness, CBD Boutique, Real of Steel, James Clark Sports Psychology, and you guys. I think that's pretty much I got all bases covered there. But yeah. And then also go you guys are friends with me on Facebook, go, click like, share my GoFundMe page, donate some money. Just a couple bucks will go a long way. I'm not asking to donate a whole lot of money. I mean, all the money will add up, and all the money will go to the gym. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, 1,000 donate 1,000. 1,000 people donate $1, not $1,000, and that's still $1,000. You know what I mean? And
Right.
then, but if they donate a little bit more, that's $1,000.50.
Yeah. We're gonna stick with. We need 1,000 people to donate $1,000. We're going. We're going for the whole kit and kabang. No, I'm just kidding. I love volunteering Damien to do more work. So he's gonna put the link for the GoFundMe in the video or in the post, one of the two. Just volunteered him for that. And before we do wrap it up, even though I already said that, we are actually wrapping it up. I got sidetracked. So be sure to like this video, subscribe below to Trash Talk with Damien and TJ. Be sure to follow Josh Clark's world record attempt April 11. And most importantly, don't be a hoe.
Don't be a hoe. Oh, I thought you were setting me up for that. My bad.